welcome back to Forest School. Today we're going to make a magic wand. Okay, thank you to my friends from the Nature Detectives for putting this together for us. Okay, so what you need to do is find a stick that you think would be a good wand shape. Now everybody's wand is different. If you've seen Harry Potter, you'll know this. And you get bendy sticks, and you get like straight sticks. That one's got bark on, that's not got bark on, and lots of different sticks from different sorts of trees. So go on a little walk and find a stick that you think is the right wand for you. So I've chosen this one. I like the way it kind of bends a little bit in the middle. It's got some nice knobbly edges to it, and it goes to a bit of a point. I think it's a good size for a magic wand. It's about the length from my fingers to my elbow, which is quite a good size. You don't want it too long, or you won't be able to manage your wand and the magic will take over. You need to be in charge of your wand. All right. Now, one of the things you could do with your wand, if you wanted to, is to peel the bark off. Now, in your kitchen you might have a potato peeler. Only use this if the adult in your house says that's okay and the adult is with you while you are using it. Okay, now just like any other tool that we use in Forest School, it has a sharp edge, so make sure when you are using it for making your magic wand that you put some gloves on. Don't worry if you've not got tool gloves at home, but something that will protect your hands, because when you're using your peeler, you're using the sharp bit to peel the bark off. So if that was to slip, it could cut your hand. All right, so with your stick pointing away from you, peel off the bark. Now don't worry if you haven't got a peeler, you can still do this activity. You can still make a magic wand if you haven't peeled the bark off, or you might be able to find a stick that's been fallen from its tree for a long time and the bark has come off. All right, please don't pull a branch off a tree that is living. Find something that's lying on the floor, because we want to look after nature, not hurt the trees. And there's lots and lots of sticks at the park, or wherever there's a big tree growing, there's probably some twigs and sticks lying around below it. Okay, I'm not going to take it all off. I'm going to leave that bit for my handle. So as you can see, I'm just putting this along the edge of the stick. And can you see where the bark's coming off? It's a lighter colour. You can see that or not. This bit here. Okay, so remember, I'm always doing it away from me. I'm not pulling the blade towards me. Just like when we use a knife at Forest School, always going away. And you'll find that different trees have different colours. I mean, they're all kind of different shades of brown, but some, the underneath will be a bit more whitish coloured, creamy coloured maybe. Maybe even a bit orange if it's, say, from the alder tree. Once they've get in the air to them, the wood under the bark turns quite orange. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that now. I don't want it too smooth. I like things kind of a bit rough and uneven. Some people like things to be very neat. I'm not a very neat and tidy person, as probably most of you know by now. Okay, so there's my stick. I'm going to put my peeler safely when I know where it is and put that away afterwards. Okay, so here's my wand. I've got a handle, and there you go. Now that could be it. That could be everything you want to do with your wand, but I'm going to make it a little bit more special. So I've been around Forest School and I found a beautiful feather. It's not come from one of the chickens. It's got it's a light reddish brown with a bit speckled, and it goes to a white finish. I've got some moss. I've got a little bit of old Christmas tree. I bought my old Christmas tree in to cut up to use, and that's a little bit off that. It's an evergreen conifer tree. And I've got another lovely laurel leaf. I love these shiny green laurel leaves. That's fallen off the laurel bush, but they're quite smooth. They have see the vein patterns inside them, and you can actually write on these. So, and they're good for cutting if you want to make faces. So finding some bits of string or coloured wool, what you can do is you can start to tie on the things that you have collected. So holding it tight, and you might need somebody else to help you with this, wrap the wool around. Now what I've done is I've left a little end here, but I'm going round and round, so it's holding the feather in place, and then I'm going down the wand to give it like a nice green band. So it's not just holding the feather, but it's making some decoration. I'm going to wrap that round there, and then I'm going to make a loop on my thumb so that I can now tie the end off that, so it's not, there we go, and that's, I'll cut that off afterwards. I might leave it. I'm going to put this little bit of Christmas tree at the end, I think, and I'm going to use another colour piece of wool. I think I'll use this nice pink piece. So again, leaving my end there, I'm going to wrap this around nice and tight over the edge of the tree, little bit of tree that I've got. And this time I'm going to try and tie it with this little bit that's ended there, because that's hanging out a bit. It's a bit tricky. I've only got a short end there. Yeah, so do you remember when we've done an overhand knot before? So if we take the short bit over the top, under, oh gosh, it is fiddly. I think I'll just tie that off on itself actually. Do what I did before, make a loop, bring it through. Okay, so there we go. So I've got my feather and I've got my bit of conifer, and I'm going to see if I can tie this moss on now. It might fall apart as I tie it on, but hey, let's see what happens. I'm going to take this green piece actually and use that again. There we go. Well, that's staying on quite well actually. And again, I'm going to loop it over my finger, pass it under the loop, and as I pull it, take out my finger. Okay, there we go. So there we go, my wand's coming together nicely now, and I'm going to, with another piece, tie my leaf on. Got an orange piece now. I have a long piece actually. Okay, and then you could be thinking up some magic spells. Perhaps you could get a pot and collect some different things from around Forest School or around your park or your garden, and maybe what you could do is make a potion, and using your magic wand make a spell. What do you think about that? It could be Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, anybody, any wizard or witch or magical creature that you want to be. And the last thing I'm going to do now is, can you remember what these are? I've used these before. Those are alder cones from the alder tree. And I'm going to tuck them in near the bottom here, wrap my wool around. You can use wool or string for this. Wrap it around. I'm going to take it under. Nice bit of orange decoration. I think that will do, and I'm going to do an overhand knot this time and tie it with the little bit of orange that I had left from when I started that wrapping. So I've tied all that off now. I've got some scissors here, so I'm going to cut off the ends of the wool where I don't want the long bits. You might want to leave them on. I might leave that pink one on actually, I like that pink one. And there's my magic wand. Now what you can do as well, if you haven't got things to tie on, you could get some felt tip and you could just colour in make some patterns on your wand if you would like to. Yeah, it could be colouring in, it could be numbers and letters like it's some sort of mystical spell. I've just got 3 colours here. I've got a blue and a green. I think I'll just put a bit of blue on. I'm going to put some zigzags up here, like it's shooting lightning out of the end of the wand. There we go. Now I've done this quickly. You might want to probably take your time and make yourself a magic wand like mine. Okay, all right, so have a go. Go and cast some spells and have some fun. Okay, bye bye for now.